Hey sim racing fans, today I'm going to be talking to you about Forza Motorsport technically 8, which is coming out very soon. Of course, they've dropped the number from it, and of course, just rolling with Forza Motorsport. Now, what does this mean? And also, what's going on with the game? That's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get down to it. Forza Motorsport has traditionally been a track-only game. That's fantastic, and that's what we're looking for as sim racing fans, but of course, before you start commenting nasty, mean things, yes, I understand that Forza is not a sim racing game, it's more of an arcade style game, so of course I do understand, so don't need to point that out down in the comments below. Really quickly though, if you're wondering the video behind me and where it's coming from, it's not my own video. I did get it from somebody called Expertgaming or Expertgamingtech, and he basically just does free roam videos like that one. So I thought I would take that since I don't have Horizon 4. Now, the reason why we're playing this video behind me is the fact that it's been kind of rumored that Forza Motorsport is going to go more of the Horizon kind of background where they can travel around the city. But nobody's really gotten into some speculations on how they're going to be able to do this. So a lot of people are saying, oh, there's going to be portals in the game. You're going to be able to drive around, go to a portal, and be able to be transferred over to a certain track. And that makes sense, but when you're starting to look at the amount of technology that has evolved over the last couple of years, the ability to really stream video games right to your computer without having to install that video game on your computer, we can take this into aspect and say, well, maybe what they could do, because it's mostly an online game these days anyways, is instead of it being just one singular map and then going to a certain portal to go to a track, what I think it could be is you have your garage, and then, of course, any tracks that are made up in the game, any of their own built tracks that are not real tracks in the real world, those would be on your own hometown map. I don't know what hometown it could be, but let's just say that could be on your own hometown map. You would travel to that track and you could race there. And that would be cool. But what I think could happen, especially since they've taken so long to develop this game, and the amount of technology that has now been put into video games in general, being able to stream onto even a crappy HP Stream laptop, and being able to play those games online just virtually, and not having to have it hard written onto the computer, what that tells to me is the fact that maybe they're able to map out, because I don't think it would be all that hard, because Google Maps you would just overlay and then build a 3D model on top of each individual city of these tracks are actually in. So it would be more of a full world kind of idea, where let's say you wanted to travel to the Daytona 500 track. Well, then you would be transferred over to the Daytona 500 track somehow. Maybe you have to go to the airport or something. And then from there, when you're in Daytona, you would actually be able to drive around the legit real Daytona, of course, in the video game. Now, that would be a ton of fun. And I think that would be great. That's something that we have the technology to do today. But do they want to put in the infrastructure in the back end of the servers to be able to do stuff like that? Because that would take a lot of back end infrastructure and a lot of cost to do that. But Microsoft, let's face it, has a lot of money. That's personally my speculation on what they're going to be doing in the game. I would love to hear your speculation when it comes to the open world, and if they're even going to have one. Of course, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.